Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime, no we ain't stopping for the sunrise, and we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime, no we ain't stopping for the sunrise, and we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down, my head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We
Hopefully we're now live. Everything looks to be working. Right. Let's see. So, the Stanley Parable. Let's go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what
I feel like
employee
everything was that simple.
427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, what's wrong with that then?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one
A
had
nice
showed
quiet
up
day.
to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen
Sounds like a
solid,
perfect day at work to
Stanley
me.
found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Right, before we go, let's just make sure the stream's actually working, because last time it didn't. Right, so bear with me, I'm just looking the stream up on my phone. And it looks like it's working. Perfect. Right, let's get going. I have played this game, but it was a long time ago, and I don't remember a lot of it. Okay, through the open door it is. Hold on. Let's see. Why is the narrator not talking? I know the narrator's supposed to talk throughout this. Okay. Off to a good start. It looks like the game's not working properly. So I'm fairly certain you're supposed to be able to get through there. Tell you what, everyone, I will be right back.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a
Okay, so I just rebooted the game,
sign
and
of
it
something?
seems to
He
be working.
hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
The true test will be when we get to... Yeah, there we go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So that one. Let's just have a look around. Do we listen? Or do we ignore? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. That's pretty. Yeah. Let's try every door.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Lots in here. Meeting room. This reminds me of my rota at work. We used to use a whiteboard for that before we ended up having to work from home. Do not alter without consulting a whiteboard manager. Now that sort of thing I remember very, very well, because I used to do that as well. Oh. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Yep. Rate increasing graphs per slide. Okay. Please no more charts, please, I'm begging. Stop. Oh, this game is brilliant. Alright, let's go. A door that opened. I think I remember this.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Let's go. I was doing some testing and I spent a little bit of time in here, and the narrator got very, very angry for about 5 or 6 minutes.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, what's in here? Indoors monthly. Thrilling. Graphs. Another copy of Indoors monthly. And shapes. Very nice. Let's go. This is nice. Nice and calming. Is it going to stop anytime soon? There we go. Oh. But no, I wanted to go somewhere. Come on. Can I go up? Oh, and the music again. Where do I know this music from? Come on. It's the narrator over the top. Okay. Does it just keep going until I do something? Okay, yeah, it's literally just there to waste my time. Fine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Can I
But
look
his
behind
attention was
paintings?
caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. and so the boss had
What is
assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Ooh, tell me.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Doesn't look as nice. Right. Onwards. Is there anything down here? I can't actually see. Guessing not. And to the loading screen. Right. Let's see. Oh. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, let's just do it. Okay. It's so dark. Ooh, a big button. It's gotta be done.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Of course. Can I push it again? No. Okay. Ooh, another button. Let's look at these first. Nope. Okay, it's gotta be this one then.
Now the monitors jumped to
Whoa.
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, what number was my one? I can't remember. Surely one of these has got to be mine. Ooh, exit?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Possibly. Let's get on the
No,
platform.
he refused to believe it. He couldn't
Oh.
accept it. His
Okay.
own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Seems that way.
But here was the proof. The heart of the
Facility
operation.
power.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating,
Mind control
working.
status offline.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Will I? Ooh. What's this? I love how I'm typing. There's no keyboard. Anytime you click. Alright. Let's go to the bit that's lit up. That's probably where they want us. Ooh. Do we push the big red button? Oh, I'm not allowed. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Are there any more? What are these white ones over here? Okay. So, 1, 2. Oh, that's 4. Where's 3? Oops. Where is number 3? Ah, there. 3. 4. And 5. Does that honestly do nothing? Ugh. Mind controls idle awaiting input. I just... Maybe I have to do something here first.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Oh, but it's so tempting, isn't it? I got to.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
Yes,
they
I did.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and
Yes,
you
I
try to
did.
take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yep.
Control?
Give me the power.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You
Right.
were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
But I
If you
didn't.
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
no.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
What?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You
Run.
are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
How do I stop
this
it?
is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
How do I stop it?
But what precious moments each one.
Oh, maybe if I
brings.
do those things now.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Shut up.
What all this means.
Shut
I
up.
barely know where to start.
Let's try this
What's
again.
that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm
Come
in a
on,
good
come on,
mood.
come on, come on.
You're gonna die anyway.
Come
I'll
on,
tell
run
you
at this.
exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I
Why?
set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing
Do we reckon this is actually
everyone
going to do
inside,
anything?
or I let it
Or am I
burn
just
to a
completely
crisp.
wasting my time?
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Nope.
I almost hate to see it go.
What do I have to do?
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know
Re-enter
what?
passcode.
The hell
Oh,
with
it's a
I'm
bloody
going to put some
passcode.
extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
But what's the code?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
01420001.
Or did you just assume when you saw that
There is no
timer
O.
that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to
Shut up.
screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
0521.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
Oh,
Everything,
there's a door.
anything, something here will save
Oh,
me.
you...
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
What is this?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Leave
To
me alone.
see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
Ooh,
You
what's
wanted
this?
to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
No.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
No, I refuse.
enemy,
I refuse.
just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life?
Yes.
Or will you let it go peacefully?
No.
Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same.
Bugger
to
off.
me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Oh. Okay. Evidently I just died. Oh. And I'm back. Do I just...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by
Okay.
himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Right.
When Stanley came to a set of two
go
open
this way.
doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. Just lots of doors that I can't open. So that's 450, yeah.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
Why?
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay. I will do as you say.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Well, it is. Look at it. It's stunning.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Who are you to pass judgment? You just blew me up.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
You're still talking. You're gonna stop now, aren't you? Fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Ooh, but there's an open door there as well. I've got to.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's the gift of the gab. I can talk my way out of anything. Although saying that, you can't hear me, so I can't really talk my way out of it with you. Why do they keep shutting behind me? Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Surely that'll kill me. Will cause death. Yep.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
You just killed me.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
Who?
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh, who's she?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is she? Where is she? No. Can I drive this? No, of course not. That's just pured up. I can't see a thing. They've closed the door, haven't they? Oh. Okay. Let's go. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
That I did.
That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What?
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch.
Not really.
I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Don't stop the game. Oh.
Choice.
Are you kidding? I've actually got to watch a video.
A real person, but if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
That's not
fair.
For
example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Fine.
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Oh my God.
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Okay. Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Sorry, didn't realise I was supposed to be practicing.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should
Fair
subside.
comment.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result
Yep.
of narrative contradiction. But
Okay.
not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and
Oh,
see
are we?
what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Back into the game. That's because there's like a 10-second delay. Alright. Okay, right, let's go this way. So what did you want me to do? Go back.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
There we go.
we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Not
We
gonna
just
stop
need
me
to get
trying.
you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. Are you taking me all the way back? Yeah, I'm going all the way back. Great. Keep going? Yep.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Oh, that's what you think.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, you're forcing me to now, aren't you? Oh, that's not fair. Fine. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what?
For fun.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my
Yes.
story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
No.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Nope. Okay.
Oh,
I'm still going.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yep.
You just had to see?
Yep.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Nope.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Nope.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I
Not
worked
necessarily.
so hard on it. I tried so
I blew
hard.
up the first time. Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
Oh,
lead
but we
and
know
you'll
I'm
be
not
fine.
going to.
All right. When
I'm going to
Stanley
anger
came
you
to
again.
A set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
Look.
on his left.
This one. I'm going through this one again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Okay. Oh, have I broken it completely? Nope, still there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
but I can't move. This game really doesn't like me. Just push all the buttons. Nope. Oh. So I can resume, or I can begin again. I want to see where it was going. If I quit, can I go back to it? No, I can only begin the game. Well, that was fun. Alright. Tell you what, let's leave it there for now. So, hopefully, yeah, this is still recording. Right, I'm going to end this stream here, and I might start another one in a few minutes with a different game, because this game doesn't seem to like me. So I will be back shortly. Bye.